We are on Taanit, Perek Dalit, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the fourth chapter of Taanit. We're going to talk about the people of the Maamad, the watch. And as we said before, the people of the watch were the people that, they were the ones that stood over the Korban of the Korban Tamid. They were the representatives of the Jewish people. I'm waving my hands, you can't see. They were the representatives of the Jewish people when the Korban Tamid was offered. So, as we said before, they would pray, they would daven, the special tefillot, and we're going to see, read the Torah, and also they would do other things as well. We're going to see that they would daven, read the Torah, and also we said they had other tefillot. They said musaf if it was necessary, and they had tefillat ni'ilah. Okay, so the Mishnah says the following. It was during their week, they would fast 4 days out of the week. Monday, you can't see me. Monday, Sheni, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 4 days of the week. Okay, why 4? They wouldn't fast on Erev Shabbat, because you shouldn't come into Shabbat when you're famished and you're fasting. And we said that in the Mishnah, the rule was that they wouldn't fast on Erev Shabbat. Even if it was Tisha B'Av in the Mishnah, they would fast. We saw in previous Mishnayot, the Mishnah says you should break your fast before the end. Nor should you fast on Sunday. So that you shouldn't immediately leave menucha v'oneg, rest and enjoyment, pleasure, to anguish and fasting, v'yamutu, and it will kill you. Now, why would fasting on Sunday kill you? We do it all the time. And the Bartenura says, I'm not really sure why. 1 second, because he says maybe v'lo yom rishon mipnei shu shlishi liyitzira. Okay, you can't fast on Shabbat, and you can't fast on Sunday because it's the third day of creation. Man was created on Friday, Shabbat, Sunday. V'yom shlishi liyitzirato chalush, and the third day of his creation is weak. He's very weak. Because remember about Avraham Avinu, it says on the third day after when they did the Brit Milah in Shechem, the third day biotam korabin, they were in pain. Inami, or because on Shabbat you have this extra soul, Motzei Shabbat, and it's taken away from you on Motzei Shabbat. And if you fast on Sunday, you're in danger because you lost your Neshama Yetera. So you can see that the Bartenura is struggling to figure out the reason why in the world can't you fast on Sunday. And as you all know, we all do fast on Sunday nowadays. Anyway, so the Anshe Maamad would not fast on Sunday. Bayom Arishon, it could be actually, maybe the reason was because that was their first day of the Maamad. They had to travel, maybe they were the people, I don't know, I'm not sure. Bayom Arishon, so they would also do an additional Kriyat Torah. They had laning. They would have a special Kriyat Torah that they would recite on during the Maamad, and their laning was from Maaseh Breshit. It was from the beginning of the Torah. Bayom Arishon Breshit v'hi Rakia. So on the first day, on Sunday, they would be Breshit v'hi Rakia. Let's just look here. We have Breshit chapter Aleph. You read the first parasha of Breshit bara Elokim. First one, day 1, Vayer vayivok yom echad, and the second day, Bayom Alim v'hi Rakia b'toch hamayim. So you read the second day. So the first day of the Maamad, they would lane in the Maamad the first 2 parshiot of Breshit. The second day, and the Mishnah continues, V'sheni Rakia v'yikavu hamayim. The second, we'll just for clarity, would read Yehi Rakia and Kavu hamayim. Okay, they would read the second day until Vayerev Vayivoker Yom Shlishi. So you read on the second day, you would read 2-3. Mishnah continues, B'shlishi Kavu hamayim v'me'arot. Okay, you would do 3-4. V'revi'i Yehi me'arot v'yishritzu hamayim, 4 and 5. Machamishi yishritzu hamayim v'totzei haaretz. Okay, on the 5th day it'd be 4 and 5, and then b'shishi on the 6th day v'totzei haaretz and vayilchu l'hashamayim. So let's just look at in the 6th day. Right, Vayer Vayivoker Yom Shishi. Okay, where are we? Vayomer Elohim Totzei Haaretz Nefesh Chaya Lemina. Okay, on the 6th day you would just read 6 all the way to Vayer Elohim Kitov Vayer Yom Shishi, and then Vayichlu Hashamayim Va'aretz is the next chapter. Okay. Sorry, I lost my spot. Here we go. Vayichlu Hashamayim, as we all know, is the beginning of chapter Bet. Mishnah continues. Parsha Gedola Korin Ota Bishnayim Vaktana Biyachid. So larger parsha, so as people who are at laning know, we don't do less than three psukim. And when you're called up to the Torah, you read 3 psukim, not less. So a larger parsha, Korim Ota B'Shnayim, 2 people can read it. I.e., let's look at the Bartenura for a second. Parshat Gdola, Parshat Bereshit. Let's go back to Parshat Bereshit. So, how many psukim are there in Parshat Bereshit? Bereshit, there's only 5 psukim. So, if you do 5 psukim, so how do you divide that up? You have to have at least 3. So he says, L'achar shekara harishon shlosha psukim. After the first person has read 3 psukim, chozer hasheni, the second guy goes back, v'korei pasuk shlishi, shekara harishon umashlim Parshat Bereshit. Okay, so then he reads the Parshat Gdola, 2 people read it. So the first guy reads Bereshit bara Elokim, and then Vayomer Elokim Yor, and then that's the end, Vayor, and then the next guy starts, Vayomer Elokim Yor, goes back. Okay, you might recognize this. The one time we do this on Rosh Chodesh. Okay, so when we do the Parsha of Rosh Chodesh, let me see if I can find it. When we do the Parsha of Rosh Chodesh, it's in Bamidbar chapter 28. Sav b'nei Yisrael, right? V'amarta lehem zeh asher tagriru l'arav v'nei tzamat alat tamim v'nei et hakeves echad ta'aseh b'boker. Okay, we finish here. V'asirita mincha sola lemincha b'ula b'shem l'atu. Okay, so we do the first 2. First aliyah is v'amarta lehem blah blah tamid. You finish here. And then the second aliyah begins v'amarta lehem. That's the only time we actually, in the normal laning, do this. We'll repeat. But this idea is you have to have 3 psukim, and so that's what the Mishnah is saying. That you start with the first aliyah, you divide it into 2. If it's more than 1 aliyah, if it's one person, the third guy, okay, he just says v'yomer Elohim, he just does it by himself. It's only 3 psukim, vav, zayin, and chet. Let's go back to our Mishnah. Okay, the Mishnah then continues and says, Bashacharit u'b'musaf. Okay, they do this only in Shacharit and Musaf. U'b'mincha nichesim v'korim al pihem. And in Mincha, they don't take the Torah out again. They just do it ba'al peh, k'korin et Shema, like they're reading Shema. And Erev Shabbat b'mincha lo yenichnesim v'imnei kavod Shabbat. Erev Shabbat, they would not come in because of kavod Shabbat. They would I guess, get ready for Shabbat, and they wouldn't have a special tefillah. These tefillot are very, very long, very intensive. They would do tachanun and tefillah, probably say slichot, etc., etc., etc. Many pirkei tehillim. It took a long, long time to do this kriyat Torah. We're going to see in the next Mishnah that at times when they had additional korbanot, the Bartenura is going to say, and then when we had additional korbanot, sometimes they wouldn't lane at all, because the additional korbanot, the additional tefillot would add so much in Yerushalayim, he says, would add so much time that they wouldn't have time to complete the rest of they wouldn't add the additional Torah reading. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.